So everyone, tonight is my first meeting after my accident, and I just want to thank the residents, the city council who sent not only well wishes but cards. For the record, Alderman Patton is in the meeting at 6:04 p.m. But I want to thank everyone that sent cards and prayers for the accident. Long term, I have to have emergency surgery coming up, and the goal is this recovery for torn rotator and torn tendons. But I want to thank my wife, Sabrina, and thank my family for not only driving me crazy these last months that I've been healing, but also thank the staff for the well wishes as well. We want to encourage people to slow down. We've had too many accidents in our city. Our first responders did a heck of a job. So I want to thank the firefighters and also thank the police who not only were on scene, the residents who came out of their houses and prayed in the area, but in particular our first responders who not only took care but also take care of many of our residents. So I appreciate you not only for the care with me and my family, but also for the care of our residents. At this time, I would like to entertain a motion to deviate from the regular order of business to address two matters, actually three matters. One is swearing in of a firefighter. The other one is resolutions for the Chicago firefighters who have lost their lives. And of course, the 5-year-old young man, Conchero Ponce, for his untimely passing last week. So is there a motion to deviate from the regular order of business?
So moved.
If I could have Firefighter Lowry and Firefighter Garcia please come forward. We'll get you up in there. As the mayor was saying, first of all, appreciate those kind words, and this is a special night for the fire department. This is something that we've been planning on doing, not only to recognize these two individuals, but also to swear in our new hire, which started March 13th of this year. To get started, these two gentlemen right here, on January 4th of this year, they're on a special team of MABUS 24, which is our MABUS division, consists of 20 departments, and they're part of the technical rescue team. And on January 4th, 2023, as members of the MABUS 24 technical rescue team, Firefighter Lowry and Garcia responded to the Thornton Stone Quarry for a mutual aid request. The incident involved a recovery mission to retrieve a deceased man located on a ledge nearly 300 feet above the quarry floor. Without hesitation, both Firefighter Lowry and Garcia volunteered to be a team to perform this high-risk, low-frequency operation. As the Deputy Chief stated, he was extremely proud of these two firefighters for their willingness to step up and perform an extremely risky operation. Though this was a known recovery operation, their action allowed for the family of the deceased to have closure and proper services. Furthermore, their action exemplifies the level of professionalism we want from members of the Calumet City Fire Department. And on a side note, there was 20 members part of this technical rescue team. They were in this meeting when they were discussing how they're going to recover this victim. And when they asked for volunteers, a neighboring chief told me there was complete silence in there, and all of a sudden you hear, Cal City will do it. And that's what we expect from our personnel. They were great examples that day of what Calumet City Fire Department is all about, professionals and ready to do, as was stated here, the high-risk, low-frequency operation. And they're a prime example of what Calumet City stands for. So for Firefighter Garcia and Lowry, I'd like to give them a round of applause. And included in that is the Individual Citation Award, and if I may, in recognition of your outstanding efforts for the recovery of a victim at the Thornton Quarry on Wednesday, January 4th, 2023. You are being awarded the Individual Citation Award. On this day, you went above and beyond the call of duty, recovering a victim 300 feet above the quarry. It is the action of Firefighter Lowry and Garcia who responded to the call of duty that I commend you both for extraordinary bravery in a dangerous situation. On this day, April 13th, 2023.
Next item of reports of standing committees, Public Safety, Alderman Williams.
Thank you, Mayor. Looking to call a public safety meeting, hopefully next week, Thursday. Maybe we can do a joining meeting with all of the other committees. That's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Ordinance and resolution, Public Utilities, Alderman Patton.
Nothing from the Public Utilities Committee tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Ordinance and resolutions, Alderman Tillman.
No report for ordinance resolutions. I do have a report for Public Works on behalf of Alderman Everette, the chairman. I'm just a committeeman on the Public Works Committee. The Public Works Committee will be calling a meeting April 20th at 6 p.m. in council chambers. This will be a committee of the whole meeting. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman.
April 20th, next Thursday.
Permits and licensing, Alderman Smith. Thank you, Alderman. City Council reports. Let's start with Alderman Tillman. Alderman Smith. I'm sorry. City Council reports.
Yes, just want to encourage Board residents continue to report any issues with any properties. Also, I want to welcome DA's Banquet Hall to the 7th Ward and to the city of Calumet City. There was a great grand opening. We had a great turnout on the 30th of last month. Just want to encourage residents, if they have any banquet needs or special event needs, to consider having their event there. It's a great space. And I will be reaching out to their management to try to start hosting ward meetings there at a later date. That'll be published at a later date. That's all.
Thank you, Alderman. 6th Ward, Alderman Patton.
Thank you, Mayor. Just real quickly, I'd like to encourage residents to continue calling my office or emailing my office with any issues. It's unbelievable the number of residents that I talk to on a weekly basis that tell me they've been, trying to get issues resolved for, months or years in some instances, and it's the first that I'm hearing of it. And, within, a day or two of, bringing it to me, we get them directed to the right city department, and our great department heads get them taken care of. So if you're having any issues whatsoever, whether it's with, anything with the city or any of our outside vendors that you have to deal with, feel free to call my office, 708-891-8196, or email me at jpatton@calumetcity.org. If I can't help you directly, I will make sure that we get you in touch with whoever at the city can take care of it for you. So thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. 4th Ward, Alderman Williams.
Thank you, Mayor. First, come down to God who makes all things possible. The May meeting, 3rd and 4th Ward meeting will be May 1st, Monday, May 1st at 6:30. We're still deciding where we're going to have that meeting, whether it's going to be in the 3rd or the 4th Ward, but either way, you'll be notified. Juneteenth celebration is June 17th. Still up in the air about where that's going to be, but it is going forward. Those things should be solidified this week or early next week. Just to kind of piggyback off what the mayor said, we are moving the city forward. Unfortunately, there are some black eyes that we take, both criminally, from people committing crimes in our community, and also from some malintention that happens from members of the council, unfortunately. But I always said I'm the longest sitting alderman here in Calumet City. But I believe that everybody that sits up here, heart's in the right place. But sometimes we lose focus. Everybody, sometimes get emotional, about this. I won't say it's an argument all the time, but I think it's passion, to do the right thing here in Calumet City. We all think progressively. At least I would like to believe so, but I know I do. And I don't think anybody would be sitting here if they didn't also think progressively for our citizens. And again, like the mayor said, I think everybody should take a deep breath and look into the undertone of some of these things that the text messages, the emails. I think you should look at those things for what they really are and look at the source of where they come from sometimes and see that, excuse my French, it's BS. It's BS. It is. We shouldn't get wrapped up into negativity when we're all supposed to be working towards improving the development here and the candor and making things safe for our children and making this a better place to live in. That's what we should be working towards. That's everybody. We don't throw shots across the council floor. I think the way that our meetings are ran and the tone that we have with each other most of the times, we are the ones that everybody watch because it's always peaceful. I mean, it's the truth. Sometimes our meetings last 20 minutes because the unified front that we have out here and before the public is the way it's supposed to be. We have our disagreements outside of the eyes of the public because those things need to be worked out between us as legislators that sit on this council. That's what those things supposed to happen. Not when we come before you all, it is about moving the city forward. That's what it should always be about. And I'm not throwing no shots at nobody, but some of us take shots and we say nothing. We say nothing. I take shots. I took shots all day on election day. I did not respond, not one time. I don't respond to bogus text messages about myself. My family's character was assassinated on election day. And I'm highly upset about that, but I'm gonna take the shot and I'm gonna move forward. Our public safety department was accused of one of the most disrespectful allegations that I've ever heard. The fire department. Who hates a fireman? They're the ones, when you call 911, when you need help, who coming? You need that help. We all do sometimes. Hopefully I don't need it no time soon, but, you know, I commend our public safety, police, and fire, because I know what you all go through. And we need to pray for them, especially after this weekend with this kid that killed himself. They had to go see that. They got families too. They got families. You don't, yeah, they tough, but I can only imagine what that scene was like when they got there. So we need to lift them up in prayer too. We need them as strong as they can be. And I'm gonna be quiet because I see, you know, I don't really talk much, but I talk when something needs to be said, especially when I'm passionate about whatever it may be, then I think it's time to share my emotion. And I'm gonna always keep it positive most of the time, and I'm definitely gonna do that in front of the camera, at least within reason. But I'm glad you all came out. I'm glad the residents that got this robocall, this last one, I'm glad that you all came out. But again, look at the undertone of what some of these calls are and consider the source. Make sure it's factual. When you want to stand up for something, stand up for what's right and what makes sense, what makes sense, and the facts as they are presented. Thank you, that's it.
Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Tillman, Third Ward report.
Thank you, Mayor.
I don't know if Alderman Williams took all your time.
Well, it's only 4 of us today, so I think I got some more time.
First of all, I want to thank all the residents that attended the Real Estate and Estate Planning Conference as part of the Third Ward's continued effort to encourage home ownership in Calumet City. This particular series was it's a 4-part series. That was the first part of it. Part 2 will be announced at a later date. Also, as Alderman Williams said, the Third Ward Town Hall meeting is May 1st, but it's either going to be at Sand Ridge or Downey Park. We're just trying to hammer out those details. I'll make sure I get that information to my residents And I have nothing else.
Thank you, Alderman. Item 8 are informational items. So just for the public, we have Track and Trap, which is a outside vendor of the city that the city pays for. If residents have issues with skunks, squirrels, moles, this is a service that the city started that's free to residents, that you can go on the city website and request them to come out and trap those wildlife animals for free, in addition to what our animal control does. The moles that get reported, that has to be approved with the city, but this is an added service. So informational items 8A is Track and Trap. Is there a motion to accept the item and place it on file? 8A?
So move.
Motion made by Alderman Williams. Is there a second? Second by Alderman Smith. At the next meeting, we'll let you guys know. I always like giving the numbers of how many animals they trap and the benefit to the city, because residents are using this service, and I want to thank the residents who call animal control for that. Item 9.
Uniting families and communities. Thaddeus Jones. Diversity and healing. Thaddeus Jones.